Hi, I'm Becky Amble, and I wanted to share a little tip on how you can save some time using artificial intelligence. Today, I'm going to share a tip with you using ChatGPT. You can do a similar process on Claude and probably on some other ones. Those are the two main things that I use as far as any text artificial intelligence. So I want to explain to you what this process is first, and then I'm going to show it to you. That one of the things you can do to save some time is if you have more than one document, you can compare that document. Obviously, the document has to be on the same topic. So let's say, for example, that you were going to hire somebody to produce a video for you. Well, you probably have more than one proposal from a company. Maybe you have two, maybe you have three. Who knows how many you would have? Well, sometimes it's hard to look at them on your computer or print them off and figure out, what am I getting here and how do they compare? So you can use ChatGPT to compare that. It is a great tool to use and a big time saver. Let's say, for example, that you were reviewing legal documents and maybe you had three different legal documents or two or four or possibly even more. You can use ChatGPT or again, Claude to do a comparison. So let's take a look at something. This one would be appropriate for a job hunter. Let's get ChatGPT up here and take a look. So here is a new screen of ChatGPT, and you're probably all familiar with that. And if not, let me know if you need me to walk through some of the basics to get this set up. So let's first say that we are going to compare three job descriptions. And what I did is I found three vice president of marketing job descriptions. So let's say that we're going to compare those. Let me type it up. And I'm going to give it some context. I'm going to tell it that it is going to be an expert on HR and marketing leadership positions. So there we go. Fix that typo. Compare these job descriptions. You are an, it's helpful to have good grammar, an expert on HR and marketing leadership positions. Now, I'm not telling it a whole heck of a lot. You can see there isn't too much. Now, I want you to notice that there's this little thing that looks like a paper clip just to the left of where we typed in our directions or our request to ChatGPT. Now, what you can also do is you can go copy documents and paste them in to the chat box. But I think it's a little bit faster to do this. So let's go find some documents. We're going to upload from the computer. And we'll be there. Here you can see I've got job description 3, 1, 2, and as you probably know, you can hold the control key down and then click on and get multiple documents and go over here and say open, and that's going to send them right over to ChatGPT. And there they are. They're already loaded, and you can see 3, 1, and there's job description 2. Let's say that you got this uploaded and you said, you know what? I don't really need to have job number 1, VP job number 1. You can remove it. So you have all the options that you want. Let's have it do its description or its comparison here. And you can see the limited directions that I gave it. So it is deciding what it needs to compare. I think it's probably got most of this going on. Okay, it goes pretty quickly. Let's see what it came up with. So it's comparing these things. Here's the first job from Tungsten Automation, and it's figured out what some of the key components are. Then it says, all right, let's look at Zapier. And again, it's going to use very similar headings, not always because those jobs were all different. And then it's going to compare the third job or go over the highlights of the third job. Then here we go, key differences. And it's doing that analysis for us. The focus, there it's explaining that, explaining the differences on team leadership, explaining the difference for technical skills, company culture and values, experience requirements, and then it wraps up. Well, to make it even more helpful, I'm going to tell it to make a table. All right, make a table to compare these three jobs. Let's have it do that. All right, there you go. There's our comparison. And I love tables, especially if you're trying to compare something. When you have in this case, the three jobs are identified across the top here, and then whatever the category or element was, whatever you want to call it, over here on the vertical axis has decided what it's going to compare. I think this is a really efficient way to compare something. You saw how quickly it went. I mean, we haven't even been on here, I don't know, maybe even 5 minutes yet. And that's with me explaining things. And you can quickly analyze what the key points are, how they compare from, in this case, job to job. That's what I wanted to share with you today, just how you can easily use artificial intelligence for comparing documents. I'll see you next time with another tip. Thanks.